What's up, guys? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
Hey, everybody! So, tomorrow will be the beginning of Teacher Appreciation Week. And since my wife's a teacher, I thought this would be the best time, great time to talk about some games that incorporates her love for words.
I do enjoy playing with words. I really enjoy word searches, but my real passion is crossword puzzles. So I want to first pay homage to the classic board game Scrabble, because to me Scrabble is so much fun because essentially you're constructing a 3D crossword puzzle.
It's a crossword puzzle?
Yes, it's a crossword puzzle. Initially, it was called Crisscross, and the idea was it would be a combination of crossword puzzle and anagrams. So anagrams is when you take a word and you rearrange the letters to create a whole different word. So yes, it's a 3D crossword puzzle.
I never thought that much into it. I thought it was just Scrabble. All right, well, I like Scrabble too, don't get me wrong, but the game that I had the most experience with words was Taboo.
Taboo is fun.
Yeah, Taboo is the one that, I played most with family and friends and stuff like that, and I just love playing Taboo.
Actually, Taboo is still a game whenever we go someplace and we don't bring our own games, people pull out Taboo. So yes, Taboo is a great game.
Yeah, most people do have Taboo.
Yes. Categories and apples to apples are pretty popular too.
Yeah, oh yeah, those are some pretty popular mass marketed games.
Yes.
So
today we're going to talk about some newer tabletop games that involve words that we enjoy playing.
Well, not necessarily newer, but more modern games that maybe everybody doesn't know about. Now,
okay.
There are a couple on this list that I'm pretty sure everybody knows about right now. But,
okay.
You ready? Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, what's the first one?
So the first one is Word on the Street. Word on the Street is you can play 2 to 8 players and you can play in teams. So basically, the game board is a street and letters are lined up on the street, and players are trying to gain points by capturing words. So they capture words they randomly select a category and they pick a word, and so the letters in that word come to their side of the street, and if it comes to their side of the street and goes off the street, they've captured it. So the first player or team to capture 8 letters wins the game.
Yeah, what did you think about this game?
I thought Word on the Street, first of all, I love the title. It's pretty cute and clever, but it's a fun, cute, easy game to play. It's family weight, it's easy to get into, it's easy to learn, and it's easy to play.
What I liked about this game is, the challenge of, when you pick a category and you're trying to come up with a word, but you're trying to come up with a word that utilizes letters that have moved to the other team's side of the street, and you trying to get them back because you don't want them to win.
Yes.
So I really did enjoy this game.
Yes, I like that part of it too.
Yeah, I like that. So that's Word on the Street.
Word on the Street.
All right. So the next one is, of course, one of those games that I say pretty much everybody knows about, and that's Code Names. So this was one of the first games that I introduced my wife to, trying to get her into the hobby. And in Code Names, the players split up into teams, And what you're trying to do is each team is going to pick a spy master or a clue giver. And there's this 5x5 grid of random words out on the board. And the clue givers know where their spies are out on the board. There's the blue team and the red team. So on their turn, the clue giver is going to holler out, like a clue and try to match it up with words that's out on the grid. And you're trying to help your team find their spies first, because whoever finds their spies first wins the game.
This game reminds me of Taboo. And the reason it reminds me of Taboo is because each side is trying to get their team to figure out the right words by giving word clues. And in code names, you don't want to get the assassin, and in Taboo, you can't use forbidden words.
Yeah, there's some word, because you don't want to use. You want to point your team towards the words where your spies are, but you don't want to point them towards words that will reveal the other players' spies, because that's going to help them win the game. And you definitely don't want to find that assassin.
Yes.
Because if you find the assassin,
Game
you immediately
over.
lose. That's it.
Game over.
Code Names is a great game that we played with. We've introduced this to family and friends, and they loved it. So that's Code Names.
Yes.
All right, what's the next one? Ah, there you go.
JustOne. Now, we've talked about JustOne before. JustOne is a great party game too, but unlike Code Names, it's not played in two teams, it's played cooperatively. Everyone is on the same team. And essentially, the guesser, they randomly pick a word, and they don't know what the word is, but everyone else on the team knows the word. And so everyone is giving them a one-word clue to help them figure out the word. The caveat is each player has to give the guesser a word that will steer them to the word, a clue that will steer them to the word that won't be so obvious that everyone else is using it as well. So if an example is, if the word is princess and two players' clue is Cinderella,
It's
then
eliminated.
the guesser won't be able to have Cinderella as a clue. So JustOne is it's guaranteed to bring a lot of laughter and a lot of fun. It has been a hit every time we've introduced it.
Yeah, it's been so much of a hit that this box I'm holding is the fourth copy I done had to buy. Because every time we introduce the people, they're like, where can I get this game? And we end up gifting it to them, and then I buy another copy. So this is the fourth copy.
Yeah, so we really love JustOne.
JustOne, like I said, we've talked about it before. We love this game.
Yes.
So that's JustOne. Next game is a game that you actually haven't played yet.
No.
But I played at one of our family picnics, and that is Medium. So in Medium, each player is going to get a hand of cards. And on a player's turn, they're going to interact with the player to their left, and each of them is going to play a card that has one word on it. And they play the card, when they reveal the card on the table, they count 1, 2, 3, and they have to shout out a word that connects those two words together. So if they shout out the same word, then they get a certain amount of points. If they shout out two different words, then they have to make a second attempt, but now they're using the words that they just shouted out. And they get up to 3 tries to do that. And then if they don't do it on the third try, then they're going, they don't get any points, and play is going to go to the next 2 players. And when the game ends, whoever has the most points will be the winner. So I really did like Medium. I mean, just like JustOne, of course, in JustOne you're writing the letters down, and this one you're shouting them out. And in this game, you're like, why did you shout that word out?
Yeah.
What made you think of that?
Yeah.
So I really like this one.
Yeah.
So that's Medium.
Okay.
All right, what's the next one?
The next one is Paperback.
Oh, okay.
So, Paperback is a, what is it, 2-2?
2 to 8 player. No,
Hey.
not 2 to 8 player. Is it 2 to 8 players? I don't even know.
Well, Paperback is a competitive game.
Yeah.
And each player is given a deck of cards which are letters, and each letter has point values. And you are trying to win the game by getting the most points by constructing words using the letters. The cool thing is you can buy letters to construct to have more variety in the words you construct. This game, out of all the games we've talked about, this game to me is the most like Scrabble because you're constructing words based on some letters that you're given.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I love Scrabble, don't get me wrong. But what I like about this is you have more of a choice of the letters that you get into your deck, you know. Whereas in Scrabble, whatever you draw, that's what you got.
I agree.
So I do like this game.
Yes.
You know, and I love the fact Paige Turner. That makes me laugh every time I see that. So I really do like Paperback.
And another thing I like about this game is it has a solo mode.
Yeah, it does have a solo mode. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we got one more, and that one is another game you haven't played yet, but I played it and I really enjoyed it. This was like the hot game of last year, and that is So Clover.
Okay.
So in So Clover, this is a cooperative game, like JustOne. And in So Clover, the active player is known as the spectator.
Okay.
He got this 4-leaf clover, and then he gets 4 key cards, and these key cards have 4 words, you know, around it. They're in squares, and so that the spectator takes those key cards and he's going to arrange them onto the clover, and then once he arranges them, there'll be 2 words on each side of the clover, so that's 4, and he's going to write a word that connects them. It's kind of like medium. Okay, and then once he writes those 4 words, then he takes the key cards off, and then he draws a random key card and adds it to the mix, and then he passes it to the other players. Okay. And so now the other players, they have to reconfigure how he placed those key cards. And if they do it right the first time, they get a certain number of points, but they do get a second try.
Okay.
You know, so Clover, this is fun.
Okay.
This is fun. But it is challenging when you're trying to figure out how the spectator placed those key cards on there. That's hard. That's kind of hard, but this is fun.
Okay.
You know, so we got to try this one. This one is 3 to 6 players.
Okay.
All right. So that's 6 games?
Yes.
6 games. All right. So those are 6 games that incorporate her love for words, you know. And in the comments below, let us know what games that we may have missed, you know, that utilizes words in it. And let us know, because I would like to know, because I'm still trying to get her to play more games. So, anyway, if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, and happy Teacher Appreciation Week to all those teachers out there. You guys really, really deserve the love. I hope your school just shows out for you this week, you know, because they're going to go back to the regular way the week after. So, I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.